I'm Bree the plant lady.
And I'm Aiden the gardener.
And today we are finally getting started on taking out the soil cube from these bags. We were supposed to do this like in July.
Yep.
And then we decided to wait until after the open garden because we didn't want it to be a mess. So basically what we're doing is we're top dressing the existing grassy areas and we're targeting the spaces that were kind of lean on soil or lean on grass because that's where there were trees. So to make this as simple as possible, Aiden is going to slice open the bags and then we're just going to rake it out basically like maybe 2-3 inches so that the grass can actually grow up through. So that's bag number one, this bag. The rest of the bags that we have along the driveway are not the traditional soil cube. They are the level mix, which is 3/4 sand, 1/4 compost. And the goal with those is to compensate for the height of the driveway. So today we're going to get started on this process and we'll see how far we get. All right, are you ready?
I am.
All right, we're pretty excited and hoping that this is going to be certainly easier than doing it with a with a shovel. That's a good idea, Aiden. If you do it the same way all the way around, we might be able to just lift the top of the bag off. And then you know what we can be for Halloween?
Soil cube bag.
Yeah, we can be soil cube bags because we're those people. All right, so Aiden has the big rake and you're basically just gonna rake it out. And yeah, we're gonna again focus on all this area to this side, which is kind of bare. And ultimately, this organic matter will definitely help the grass in this space. Well, that went pretty fast.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It looks a little funny right now, but the grass will grow right up through that. It'll be perfect. So now our mission is to spill this bag out so that we start to create a nice soft, what is that called? Like
Slope.
a slope, yes. A soft slope. So that if someone drives here and they drive off the driveway, it doesn't destroy all the stuff underneath their car, which I'm very concerned about with my Prius. So that's why we got this level mix. Let me show everybody up close what level mix looks like. So as I mentioned before, level mix is 3/4 sand, 1/4 compost. And the reason it's so good for like this application, and this is what we're going to use for building the big native beds out in the other part of the yard. But the reason this is so good is because it doesn't have as much organic matter in it, so that won't decompose and shrink, which we did this last year with normal soil cube, and then we had to keep compensating. So the sand, the heavy nature of the sand is really important. The bag is so much heavier as a result of all the sand. So I think cutting the bag off is definitely the critical component. All right, go for it.
Will do.
So Aiden and I have just been having the discussion about the most logical way to cover this. And originally my plan was that we were going to transplant the turf that we tear out from out there. The thing is, the grass that we have here is sort of a mix of crabgrass and centipede and common Bermuda, and it's not great. Now, I'm not ambitious enough to rip out all this grass and start from fresh, but it might be more logical that we go ahead and order some sod from Super Sod and actually just lay it down on here so that side by side as we go through the driveway, we just have it completed. So, does that seem logical? Yes. So this project just got infinitely more labor intensive. Well, I'm exhausted.
I am too.
3 bags, we've hit our limit. I think the rest of the project, we have 4 more bags to do. We're gonna do 2 bags at a time. So yeah, we lost some steam on this last one.
We did.
Plus we got into fire ants.
Yeah.
Fire ants are so stupid.
Not fun.
But we did it. We obviously need another bag for up here.
Maybe 2.
2 more bags. And I am liking the idea more and more of getting sod delivered.
Yeah.
It's funny how you get involved in a project and all of a sudden the thing you thought would make sense isn't the thing that's the most convenient.
Yep.
So I'm gonna get up with them and see what turf would make the most sense. I think centipede.
Oh yeah.
Because that's the predominant grass here, and we do want it to be grass up to the driveway. We're not trying to make landscape beds driveway adjacent, because then you're just asking for people to drive off the driveway and kill everything. You know, the main thing was to make it so that if you did veer off, you weren't gonna damage your car.
Yep.
And I think we achieved that today.
I think so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I hope you all will stay tuned to continue watching our progress here as we chip away at the to-do list at the Carolina Garden House. And yeah, if you're inspired to want to do this kind of physical labor, by all means, contact Soil3. They have the products that you need for a successful experience.
I do.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody.